All right, guys. It is still Football Cruise on Nigeria Footballers TV. I'm excited on this one because a particular player a lot of our fan base are excited. You know, when we talk about this player, he was on the score sheet this past weekend, and I'm talking about Victor Osimhen. Now, it was a delight to see him on the score sheet. It was a delight, a joy to see. And the last time he scored was against same opponent, Bologna, and he was on the score sheet again this time. He came off the bench, and I think he didn't last up to 15 minutes or so, and he was on the score sheet. Now, looking at that goal, a lot has been said about the way Napoli play. It does not favor the style of Osimhen. But looking at the goal, I believe we all saw that goal. Do you think it portrays a lot about the kind of striker Osimhen is, the kind of player he is? Tactically now, looking at that goal, what do you make, Damilola?
We know every striker has their strengths.
Mm-hmm.
Every striker has their strengths, and I think there's a similarity between the way Osimhen plays and the way Vardy plays. You get what I'm saying? The last time we had a discussion, we were discussing Vardy, Iheanacho, that Iheanacho can't play as a lone striker. He doesn't have the pace, he doesn't have the agility to move around. But for Osimhen, I feel he can play as a lone striker. All he needs is constant ball. All he needs is constant service from the midfield. He can take on defenders. He's fast. He's not the fastest, but he has that speed to like when we saw the goal, they dropped the ball for him, and one-on-one with the defender outpaced him, and he hit the ball. So, for me, he has that as. I was having a discussion earlier that teams would not always give you that space behind them. Not all teams will give you that high press.
Mm-hmm.
So, he has a lot to offer.
So, for me, when he came in, the whole circumstances, the goal wasn't coming in, the injury, COVID thing.
Napoli?
Yeah, when he came to Napoli.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was thinking at some point if he should adapt his game a bit. We know the kind of striker Osimhen is. I mean, Napoli is not playing to your strengths. Okay, you're a record signing. I mean, all players should, wherever you go to, try and adapt to the playing style of whatever team you find yourself. I mean, I don't know what Lami thinks about that, but looking at the goal, I love the goal. Like you mentioned, the first touch, he outpaced the defender and the finish. But Lami, do you think Osimhen is the kind of player you think should adapt his style of play?
First is, I don't think you spend that. I don't think you break your transfer record for a club to sign a player of that quality, and you don't build a team around the player. I'm sorry, I don't care what Napoli does. See, Napoli have always played a certain way. Touch, intricate kind of football. Insigne, Zielinski, Mertens. When they had Callejon, it was just a very free-flowing forward line. Everybody could do almost the same thing. But now they experimented with Milik. It didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Petagna, they bought in the same season. Doesn't really work out. Osimhen spent that kind of money. And I felt, okay, now this is just time. You have to build a team around this guy. However, you cut them some slack because you had
a series of
COVID. So it's not really at that time to spend with the team and to gel enough. But I think going forward, this is it's not just about the goal. I think it's not just about the goal was fantastic, by the way. But it's not just about the goal. I think going forward, Napoli just have to build a team around that guy.
Osimhen.
It is just common sense. That's what I feel.
I agree that there are certain players you build your team around. I agree. Like you said, you said Napoli has the way they play before Osimhen. I agree that you don't bring in.
And it didn't bring the way didn't bring in more success that much. I mean, do you understand what I mean? The way Napoli are used to playing didn't bring about more success. That much success. So it's just normal they tweak it.
See, I understand. Players undergo certain changes during the course of their career. Now, Napoli is not a team that doesn't have other goal scorers. They have goal scorers. You agree with me?
Of course.
They have Insigne, they have Mertens.
Mertens is their record goal scorer.
Exactly, they have goal scorers. So, you saying they should leave or they should focus their attack on Osimhen alone. It's not
about focusing the attack.
They should build their attack.
Inter Milan literally builds their attack on Lukaku.
That is because they don't really have
understand what I'm
other
saying?
goal scoring forwards. That
Martinez is not
No,
a
no,
goal for the squad.
We are not talking about Inter Milan, but there's a Lautaro Martinez there scoring goals.
So he's equally good. So
He is good. I agree that he
yeah.
is good. Okay, Martinez, Lukaku. Who else?
what are strikers?
So let's stick with Napoli. Yes, but I like I said, I feel all strikers should find a way of adapting their game. I'm not saying you should move entirely, abandon your original trait, but to some extent you need to just adapt to the team style of play. If you're not getting the balls in the forward line, come to the demand for the ball, come to the midfield, get the ball.
There was a time Ronaldo
build up
was
play
always
and all that.
dribbling. At the point, he had to start moving into the center box. That's give me the ball. Let me.
No, he evolved his game.
Exactly.
He evolved.
Don't just say, okay, this is my only strength. Play.
Osimhen's career is literally still at the very early stage.
Yeah.
So he still has a lot to learn.
Yeah.
All right. So he's a centre forward. And by the way, you were saying earlier, you said he was kind of similar to Vardy. No, I think his older play is way better than Vardy. I think Vardy is terrible when it comes to older play. Vardy is running in behind. That's what Vardy does. Vardy is more like a line striker. That's why you catch him offside all the time. Osimhen actually brings a lot more. This is not because I'm in Nigeria. Of course I'm in Nigeria. Yeah. But Osimhen is, he has things to improve, but if he does that, if he improves, I think it's like a complete forward. His older play is there. He's fast for a big man in court. He's just there for me. I think he's a complete forward.
Now let's take it to the national team now. The last time Osimhen played for Nigeria, it was a terrible experience. He got injured, and the whole collapse in the Sierra Leone game. Now, do you think he should be called up?
No.
In the next squad.
No, leave that guy alone.
If he gets called up, he should just sit it out.
Why would you want him to sit? So if he's not going to play, don't call him up. Bring there are other forwards that are informed that you can bring that would do the job, that are capable of doing the job. So for me, I feel just leave Osimhen. He's just coming back.
Let him rest.
Just give him that.
It's your national team. I think we can just call him up. He plays the game against Benin Republic and fly back to Napoli. It's hard to ignore your national team if they come calling. And this is Lagos. Osimhen would love to play in Lagos. I don't know. This is just me thinking out of the box.
Play in other games in Lagos, he will play. But this one, let this guy chill. For God's sake.
All right, guys. I'm sure we are all happy to see Osimhen on the score sheet again. It's been long coming. Despite the whole thing he's been through, COVID, injuries. It put a smile in our faces, a lot of us, to see Osimhen back on the score sheet again. So, guys, like I always say, the show is interactive. Tell us what you think. Victor Osimhen, is Napoli's tactics hindering his style of play, or do you think he should adapt his game to the way Napoli plays? Guys, drop a comment. It is still Football Cruise on Naija Footballers TV, and I still have my favorite comrades with me, Lamid Momo and Damilola Udedino. Keep cruising, guys.